You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. What's up, y'all? It's been a minute, but we back. It's Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. That's Marcus. That's Jessica. Trufants, what's poppin'? How we feeling?
What's good, man?
We're tired.
As usual.
Overworked, underpaid.
I know. Yeah, if we were count our worth on getting paid by our kids,
bombed out and
we'd
depleted.
be broke as fuck. We'd be under the bridge.
Kids ain't shit. Today, at least. That's how we feel every day.
Yeah, pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Damn.
Other than that, though, we are good.
Good. All right. You guys, every week,
listen to this.
Yeah, every week I ask you guys the same question and you give me the same answer. And I bet you are turning a lot of people off from having kids. They're like, oh yeah, see, fuck that.
No. We do not give the same answer. Well, you know what? Because it is the same every week.
Take your time is what I tell people. We was talking to a young
nobody listens to us though.
Gentleman from somewhere, right? And we was like,
we were talking to that guy at the game.
Oh, yeah. Newly married, et cetera, going through the whole dance, just getting the relationship situated. They were they
wanted to travel.
Yeah, but they were doing the long distance thing. Now they're coming back together and really trying to start the family, et cetera. I said, pump the brakes a little bit, buddy. Take your time. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your spouse and your freedom while you can.
Yeah. We also got somebody fired that night, but that's okay.
Maybe. Yeah. Different story, different podcast.
All right.
Lord have mercy. All right. So today, y'all, we're doing something that we haven't done in a few weeks. We have piled up with the emails and we got one from a young lady who has been, I guess, she said she went into a big explanation before she, told me, or I guess told us what her issue is, but she said she started following us, started following Truly on IG from a clip, and then she started listening to us ever since. She followed up and said that she never thought that she'd be asking us for advice. I feel like that's how most people feel. But she listens to us from Toronto, Canada.
Hey.
T-Dot in the house.
Hey.
So here she goes. She goes, hey, y'all. My 2024, I started off really rough. My ex-fiancé of 5 years called off our wedding. To make matters worse, he left me for someone that is younger and prettier. I don't know what I did wrong. He won't talk to me. It's really damaged my self-worth, and I don't know what to do to rebuild my confidence. It just hurts so much. Any advice helps. Thanks. Love your podcast.
Tough.
Fuck his friend. That'll make you feel better. Whew. You want some get back?
It's pretty terrible advice.
That's the best way. Does he have a brother? Fuck his brother.
Why do women always think that?
Does he have a father? Fuck his father.
That'll be temporary. And then they're all going to shit on you all at once. They all going to see you out, or you may come to a family outing or something, or they may see you in the city.
Your son shouldn't have done that. Your brother shouldn't have done that.
And
your best friend shouldn't have done that.
And then they're all laughing at you and they're pointing. Yeah.
That's fine.
You wanted to get back, and and we jizzed you all around here, and now we're all looking at you and we're laughing together. So go fuck his friend, fuck his dad, and you'll really be hurt, sister. So don't listen to that advice. That's terrible. Terrible advice.
I thought it was sound advice.
Okay.
It might make her feel better.
Temporarily, maybe. Yeah.
Knowing that she had relations, and I would do them all, actually. And so then it's like he has to be kind of salty about that. So, but I'm kidding. I am kidding. I'm not really.
You would
Marcus?
Be surprised how men move on in
Oh, I know he's moved on. I believe he's fully moved on.
So you think, I'm gonna just go fuck the crew, and
your brother, your father, and your best friend.
And they probably talked about it, and he was like, "Yeah, go ahead, do that." And she likes to do this. She likes to do X, Y, Z.
Okay.
So don't give bad advice, Jess. We are supposed to be a trusted source.
Are we? She just said she never thought she'd come to us for
but
advice.
now she is, because she wants the real. She wants the what's next. She's like on her last leg, so we want to point her in the right direction, not to be part of the homies group chat.
I mean, I think it's terrible advice, because what's going to happen, well, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if, let's say, she does go and fucks the dad, the brother, the cousin, the uncle, and they all come back to him and say, oh, okay, we see why.
Maybe that's not the reason, okay?
I'm just saying.
Because does she know why he broke off their engagement? Is there a why? Or he's just like, you know what, I don't want to,
I don't know. She said that he called it off and he found someone, he's with someone that's younger and prettier. She said she doesn't know what she did wrong and he won't talk to her. I kind of feel like he might have already had this side bitch and then he fucking like chose up.
My thing is, maybe start, like she said, building back up your self-esteem by kind of just taking this moment to mourn the loss of your fiance, to grieve and, you know, accept the fact that he did the ultimate dirt by not even explaining to you why you guys weren't getting married anymore and then finding somebody else and just kind of being alone and figuring that out. And I think that will help build back up her self-esteem, especially her saying a girl that's prettier. Why would you say that? Mm-hmm. Why would you say that?
Yeah, that's real.
I agree with all that. Take some time to mourn, like Jess said, and just feel the hurt and the pain and the what's the word I'm looking for? The rejection.
Damn.
Yeah, the rejection. It's tough, but the only way to
not just
get through it is to go through it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, just find a way. I don't know if she got a little bit of cash or some stash and you want to talk about going off and going on a fucking spree or do something like that. Take a trip and do something like that. Go out the country and get your groove back and all that type of shit. But don't go to the homies. That's the worst.
I was kidding, because that's not going to help you get your groove. It might temporarily make you feel good.
I know, but I'm saying if you go away and you kind of clear your head and you just make it about you.
Do that in general. It go away and fuck people away.
Well, no, but I'm saying you make it about you though. And if you do want to fuck somebody while you're on a trip or just while you're doing something and you're finding somebody that's really into you, you're not just doing it out of revenge, which I think is
he wouldn't know. That could be
dangerous.
Revenge?
It's dangerous for her, though. We're trying to help her, and I feel like she's digging a deeper hole going that route. Go to a nice, sunny, tropical island, get you a couple massages or something like that, and just really treat yourself. And you can get one of those massages if you want to, but just treat yourself, right?
What if she doesn't have money to go to a tropical place and get those kinds of massages?
Take a drive downtown.
You know,
drive to the nearest city. Do something.
Devastating. This is like life.
You're right.
Shattering what happened to her. Ooh. I'd kill him. We're back to that again. And I would kill the little bitch he was with too.
Oh man, we
don't know.
Gotta put some disclaimers up. For this lady.
I know.
We're sending her down the wrong road. She's gonna. I guess we'll have to visit her in jail after she goes with all your advice. She fucks the homies, then she kills them, then she kills the girl, and now we gotta go see her because we told her to do it.
No, we don't have to go see anyone. That would be on her. That I can't force somebody to kill somebody and to fuck somebody's family.
Your conscience is clean. Your conscience is clean.
Yep. I think we've gone left already.
I don't think so. I think we're right on subject. I think because some women do think like that though. That's the knee jerk reaction.
Right. Is to kill or fuck.
I'm going to get back. I'm going to get them back and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit them where it hurts. And sometimes it backfires, right?
Right.
Because some men don't care about that shit.
Right. But is she, I can't, well, I'm like, well, she's talking about making herself feel better. I don't know if it's even necessarily hit him where it hurts, because I don't think he can be hurt at this point.
He's moved on, and he has a whole nother moved on. Woman, allegedly somebody that looks prettier. I feel like that's something she shouldn't say. That's to her, to the man's discretion or whatever. But she definitely needs to talk to somebody. I know we talk about that all the time on the show. Therapy is good for anybody that's going through anything. So we encourage that as therapists ourselves, right?
Yeah, totally. And again, just taking that time. Don't jump into something else, because that's another thing. When you've been in a relationship for a period of time and an engagement and it ends, you're used to that, and you want to go find whoever just to make you feel better and for comfort and all that kind of stuff. And I don't think that necessarily helps either. So really just taking time for yourself and just knowing your self-worth, and just slowly building back up your self-esteem. I won't say anything bad after that.
Do you guys think like there's a lot of like layers to this? Because I feel like this is very layered, because and her email is very short and kind of to the point, but if you like break it down to brass and tacks, it's like, okay, you were engaged with someone you were with for 5 years, right? There's that part. Then there's the part of, well, okay, your wedding gets called off. Then there's the part of you have to tell your family, and then you have to tell your friends, and then then you find out he's with someone that you claim, quote unquote, is younger and prettier than you. Like, I just feel like there's so many layers to that it's like, I don't feel like you could address all that in one swoop, right? Like, I feel like that is something that takes time, and maybe for some people even take years to like get past that, because now it's like, oh, am I old now? Am I too old? I don't know if they have kids. It doesn't sound like they have kids. So it's like, will I ever have kids now? Will anyone ever think I'm good enough? Like, there's just so many layers to that I feel like dude's kind of an asshole, because the fact that he won't talk to her to give her closure, and there's like this like cliffhanger, it's like, dude, she at least deserves that. Like, she at least deserves to have some type of closure.
What do you mean? But my thing, what? There has to be, okay, he might have a side chick or had a whole nother, but why would he propose to her and do all of these things and then just up and go be with the side chick, or up and leave her and find somebody else? Something has to have happened.
Wait,
I don't know.
He could have been a hobo. He could have been a hobosexual, though. He could have been one of those dudes that's like, I'm going to say what I need to say to make sure I can stay living with this girl. She might be kicking in. Oh, now I got the new I got the young pretty chick with her spots. So I'm going to go move in and live with this chick and go live off her now and give her the same, and sell her the same pipe dream. He's a hobosexual.
Hopping. I was going to call him
that term.
Habitual a proposer, people or guys that really get in, is hot and heavy. Oh, I think I want to marry this girl. Let's do it. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna make it happen. But
we're looking for houses.
Hobosexual works too. But I'm gonna go back to what you said, Kel, about the closure and about the guy at least owing her that. That's the right thing to do, maybe, but everybody's not right. This dude has already called off the engagement. He's moved on. He's doing his thing. So you can't really expect somebody that's not right to do the right thing. So I think she doesn't even need to look in that direction for anything. She needs to focus on herself, exactly what Jess said, and stay locked in there, right? And really just go internal and not blaming yourself, but working on yourself.
Right.
And really just becoming the best you, and eventually a nice young man.
Well, that's where therapy comes in, though, because you're right, she's probably not going to get that closure, and she has to come up with that closure. She has to accept that there isn't going to be any closure. She really has to do some work.
Right.
She
should be dead to him. That's my advice. And maybe that's burying it too deep. She does need to come to terms with it first, but then the dude should
she is dead to him, obviously.
No, he should be dead to her, because I know this guy was playing offense, right? So now she's playing defense. That's my sports analogy. That's how I see it, right? So she just got to get that out of her mind and get ready for next week, man. It's another opponent coming up, so you got to get yourself ready.
It's so much easier said than done. I can only...
True, yeah. And we talked about her getting over this, Kel, and you said it might take her years. She may never get over this, but she has to find a way to deal with it. She has to find a way to, you find a way to live life and move on.
Yeah.
It's a scar there. It'll probably always be a scar.
It'll always be there.
Whatever happened to like leaving them better than you found them? Do people just don't believe in that anymore?
I don't think people care. I don't think they've ever cared.
I feel like they did. I feel like there was a time, at least our generation. I mean, obviously we knew some dudes that dog chicks, but like I knew some dudes our generation where like if you had game and you had mouthpiece, like you at least tried to. She'd be like, "Fuck him," but on the low, be like, "He still was always so sweet to me." Like you leave him better than the way you found him. Like I don't think it's good to shit on somebody, male or female, and like leave this like almost like broken, shattered of a person. Like that doesn't fuck with your conscience at all a little bit.
Yeah, that's not good. And that's he
doesn't fucking have a conscience, obviously.
Well, I want to be I know this is the topic at hand, but this goes both ways, right? As far as for men and women, as far as leaving people and things you do to people to leave them feeling a certain type of way, right? It's shitty and it's bad karma. I'm not so much a believer in the karma like that, but it's just not the right thing to do, to treat people a certain way. It's a bad look.
It is a bad look, and he might not catch his karma in this lifetime.
Right.
True.
But that young hot thing just turn around and probably do the same to him. Right?
I want to see what this girl looks like. I want to make a comparison. I want to make an assessment, and then we can proceed with how you should deal with this.
But what if she's fire? And what if she's like a 10 and this girl's like a
Well, if
3?
she was ever able to have contact
Not that
with
I
her,
grade women like that. Everybody's beautiful in their own right? Everybody.
No. I would... Fuck. I would write her a letter about what he did to her and how he treated her and how he has, and not even blaming her, but how he has literally shattered her heart, her spirit, stomped on it, and good luck.
Bad idea.
What?
Bad idea.
Bad idea.
That's a terrible idea.
No. Because if you do that, you're still digging back into the relationship and you're getting back into it.
That's
you got to
separate.
Closure. Tell that to your therapist. Write that letter to your therapist or to a make-believe
You know
person.
what? That's a good thing too. But I think it also can bring a little bit of closure that way. But like you said, write it to your therapist. Writing things, sometimes doing that, pretending like you're like, hey, bitch, or that's whatever. True. Write a letter, seal it. Okay, maybe not.
Scream into a pillow. Go to a kickboxing class, do all that kind of stuff, get it out, but
what the
stay away from that relationship. Yeah.
Talking about a movie where people go and like, lose a bunch of weight and kickbox and box.
And then the guy sees her a couple years later and she's pow, 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 pow. And she walking
body.
She got that BBL cracking and she doing her thing. And now it's like, oh man, I wish I would have stayed there. That's almost a Tyler Perry type of thing.
And she got a better job.
I got to write this down because this could be the next.
All right.
Thing.
Get the wigs together.
Yeah.
But I think it's wild because like if you do something like that, let's say she does reach out to her, that does make her look a little crazy because
I don't know.
She should be crazy though.
I was gonna say
she's hurt, so that's to be expected. But if she is talking to somebody, she's coming to us for advice. My advice is not to do that. Don't go back.
But do write a letter. Do write a letter like you're going to give it to him. Do write a letter like you're going to give it to her.
That's proof if you do kill him, though, and the cops see that and the letter and all that. It's premeditated. I know we've seen the Law and Orders and the CSI and all that. So
snapped. That could help just kind of release some, some emotions and all of that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't think you're going to get full closure from it, but you might feel a little bit better by doing that. Anything to make you feel a little bit better. Like you said, go get that massage, feel a little bit better. Hang out with your friends, you feel a little bit better. Go to therapy, give you tools to cope. Feel a lot better.
You can. I've shot down a lot of your advice, but getting with the girlfriends could be a thing. That's empowerment. They may give you a lot of bad advice too, but it may be good to get around the girls and just feel that.
Right. They're giving the kill him,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
fuck his friends. And you know what? That sometimes it's like, yeah, and it just kind of helps.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That shit
Don't
out.
do it, but
fuck his friends, fuck his dad, make you laugh a little bit.
Get the energy. It's in the field of girl power. I think that's
fuck
good.
His uncle, fuck
get
his
the
younger
support.
brother.
Get the support.
Fuck his sister.
Jesus.
And that's fair.
What does she do if she sees them out? Have you guys, either one of you, ever been in that situation where you've seen an ex while you're out with their new person and you're like, damn, and you might have not got full closure? I've never dealt with that before. How do you handle that? Do you just leave the vicinity? Or do you walk over and say, oh, hey guys?
Well,
I'm a different breed.
If you want to show that you have grown and that you are over this shit, even though you're not, that's hard. That's hard to walk up and be like, hey, nice to see you. Nice to see your bitch. How you guys doing? I hope you both die. Okay. No. But I don't know. I would probably duck and walk out. I don't know. Your heart has to drop out of your vagina when you see your dude, your ex-dude, somebody that you expected to spend the rest of your life with.
How soon after is this? Kale, is this fairly soon, or I guess some time has passed and she's just now getting back on her feet and she sees them out? It's kind of like the situation. It's the movie I'm seeing.
It's
now,
reopening the wound. You have to go back into mourning.
So exactly like Jess said. So let's say you're 4 months out and you were almost starting to kind of get over it and the wound is starting to somewhat heal. You have your daily routine, you're feeling better, but then you see these motherfuckers. Right. And it's just
this is what you do. And
I'm gonna play. Why this just touches. I'm I can feel it. I'm oh.
I'm gonna play both roles now.
Oh, okay.
So if you're the lady that's gone through this, right, and she's hurt and she sees this new happy couple out. I mean, it's her ex dude. It's the young, pretty lady. You're hurt. I think you be open about that. You express to your new person, maybe that you're with. I hope she's with somebody. If she's by herself, that's a different situation. But I'm picturing.
We just said take time for yourself.
I know.
And you're wait. Listen. She's got
I got the script already. I got the movie already in my head. I got it figured out. So she's with the new guy that she's trying out. She's experimenting. She's getting back in the game. She thinks she is giving herself a chance again. So you express to your new guy, oh man, there's my ex-dude over there. I don't even want to look and all this kind of stuff. I'm feeling bad. Oh man, I don't know what to do. And these emotions start to come back. And as the guy, you just kind of reinforce. You reach slowly across the table. You grab her hand. You let her know how pretty she is. You make her feel good, and you let her know that that's in the past. It doesn't matter. I got you. I'm trying to build something with you, and you kind of just work through that. It may not make her feel good at the time, but you start to build this foundation, these building blocks to build her up.
So you're
as a young
saying
lady.
the only way that she can be built up is by having a new dude tell him how pretty she is and how much he cares about her?
I'm saying
external validation.
I'm saying if
matter.
She's hurting, that's what he should do, and that's what is gonna.
But why does she have a dude in this scenario?
That was just my script, and now you done thrown my script off. Okay, I'll take the guy out.
Well, you literally based it upon him.
What's wrong with that?
Come here.
And what is wrong with that? That's some of the problem with these.
He's probably turning and looking at the other girl,
but these
sizing her up.
Like, damn,
women that I don't need a man.
She is bad.
I don't need a man, the type of woman or women, because that's what you're getting at. Or why does she need a man to tell her all this kind of stuff? Obviously, she does because she's broke
down.
No, I was gonna curse, but I don't curse like that on Truly. She's broke
as fuck
the hell up over this dude, right? She's broken down. So why not feel good from another man telling you the opposite? I don't see anything wrong with that.
Okay, let's pause for a minute. So, and let's take this back.
Okay.
And let's get really serious.
What?
So you just said, you held your tongue and said, I don't cuss like that on Truly Unruly. And you let me sit here week after week and fuck it up. Can somebody put a fucking halo on this dude's head right now?
No.
I don't cut. I don't do that on Truly Unruly. But your wife does. So we're one person.
Mean?
So you are cussing.
We are individuals that come together and are as one then. And I don't have to do.
So if I'm cursing, you're cursing too.
I don't have to do exactly what you do.
I know, but you know.
And for us to be a couple.
But it was like a 5-year-old.
Don't be convicted. Don't be convicted because I don't want to do something.
I just thought it was funny. You're better than me.
I didn't say it.
That's what it implies.
That's so.
I got a wife with a mouth of a fucking sailor,
and I love it.
I'm a saint,
and I love it. So, what is there anything wrong there?
All right, go back to your scenarios.
Question. Yes. So, what if she sees her ex and he's out? And maybe I'm going with Marcus's script here, and she's on a date with the new dude, right?
Shit,
but
man, I need this.
These are all hypotheticals.
That wasn't that's not what.
I know. Just roll with it, okay? Just roll with it. She's out with the dude, her new rebound or guy she's getting to know. But then she sees her ex, and she's just like, "Damn." Just looking at him reminds me of all the things that I loved about him. Because you got to remember, this just wasn't just her boyfriend; they were engaged,
fiance,
right? Fiancé. So how do women get through that? Like, how do you guys, we'll go on a run and go hit the gym,
But
do you
when
guys
she
go home and listen
him,
to so she encounters him and she's with the new dude, but the new dude's like, hey, it's okay, I'm here with you. But she sees the ex and is like, God, my ex actually looks better than you. I'm kind of dating down right now. And not instead of dating up, and I'm looking at him and it's reminding me of all the things that I loved about this man. Pause. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense?
You don't have to
pause.
All
of the things that you loved about this man, just by seeing him, did you love that he fucking canceled your wedding and then fucking said he didn't want to be engaged with you? That's going to be,
That was the end, but you still had good times, though.
But just seeing him, you start having flash. I would only be able to see red.
She's probably thinking of the devastation of, I guess, all the bad stuff, but what could have been is maybe what Kale is getting at. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, of course you see red. Oh, shit, that's him. And
right.
There's plenty of women that get shitted on really, really bad. and end up staying with their man. I mean, we all know about this. Okay, right. And
we all have that one friend.
Well, it's okay. The good outweighs the bad. So like she might be having one of those moments where it's like, well, damn, like he did call this shit off, but she might be like, I still love that man.
I should have fought for it. I should have fought for him.
Or she sees him and she's with her date and she's like, she goes in on her date and starts. Did I hear a noise? And starts to get all over him and like starts to kiss him.
And make sure they see it?
Yep. And looking at the side and like showing off her new body. I would be like, this is what you're missing. Even
that
though,
wouldn't faze me, especially
if
you're something younger.
Is he missing?
Right.
Younger,
you're still giving
faze me.
The old thing power though. If you're just doing to show off or to show up or to get back, it's still not healthy. And temporarily,
what do you do?
Temporarily, that's cool, but you really gotta get back to the house and you gotta be like, damn, okay, what do I need to do to get past this?
So you're saying you get up and leave?
No. I'm saying all that is
okay. You ignore it then, because any reaction is giving it power. So unless you
it has power, that's the thing, and you have to let it. Don't ignore it. Embrace the terrible feelings that you're having. You got to embrace it.
Yeah, and I would be honest with my date.
That's what I'm saying.
And say I see my ex with his new, younger,
that he left me for
girl, and I am devastated right now.
And I need you right now.
That's what he wants.
That's my movie.
He is the
don't take my script.
Needed.
What's wrong with that? That's what I'm saying. You're going back to women don't need men type of thing. And that may be true in some situations, but in some situations it's not. Right? We need each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it too now. Is all of the shit she can be doing to try to make this man jealous or make him notice or whatever, she has to remember she's still going back home alone.
Yeah.
Aww. You're still going to go home alone. You're still going to be in your thoughts. You're still going to keep thinking. It ain't going to change shit. So you have to face and fight your demons. You have to face them.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to.
Dreams,
I don't know.
What's this? There's a saying that's like what David Goggins said. He goes, dreams die during suffering. So all of that great shit you thought in your head, all that, it's the moment you start suffering, that shit goes away. That shit dies. So you have to face your fucking shit. It's just what it is.
You do. Well, she has no choice but to face her shit. And it's just all about how you cope with it and come out on the other side. Maybe it's going to affect you for the rest of your life, but do not let it ruin your life.
Don't give them that power, girl.
Yeah. Don't let it ruin your life. You can find happiness. Clearly, if he's going to do you like that, you weren't meant to be with him anyway.
Maybe it was a good thing, right?
Yeah, seriously.
Everything happens for a reason. That's what you can tell yourself over and over.
Wow.
Right?
Jess just gave probably the best piece of advice throughout this entire fucking thing.
Right. It almost erases the terrible advice that she gave earlier.
Yeah, it does. It almost, it really, it almost counts.
I'm going to kill him.
It almost cancels out the crazy shit she said, but like it makes total sense. If this motherfucker was like that to you, A, he'll do that to somebody else, and B, you don't want that.
Yeah, you
don't want that. That's right. That's a blessing in disguise.
You dodged the bullet, baby.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is, and you might not realize it in the moment or while you're going through it, but when you come out on the other side, you will be like, thank God.
Yeah,
I dodged that bullet.
Okay, Jess. Okay, you did that.
Well, shit. Great conversation, you guys. I think throughout, the bullshit, we did give her actually some decent advice, or at least Jess did. And Marcus came up with a really good movie script. So,
BET.
I think
Plus,
send it to Tyler Perry.
Tubi. Yeah. It's going straight to Tubi. Nigga, what you talking about?
Tubi.
BET. Tubi. Truly Unruly, y'all. Marcus and Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. You can follow these guys on Instagram at Jessica_Trufant. She don't be posting like that though. But you can follow Marcus at Marcus_Trufant and follow the page. I'm sorry, Jess. Truly Unruly _podcast on Instagram.
Maybe one day.
Remember to like, subscribe, and leave us a review. That helps us out a lot. You can catch the visual on YouTube. And of course, you can send us any of your questions. We'll answer them. Email us at trulyunrulypodcast@gmail.com. And you can catch us over on Converge. Boom.
We might not get any more emails after this, but
okay.
We're good.
I think you guys did good.
I think we're pretty good.
Until next time, y'all.
Yeah.
Peace and much love.